Hi, who are you? What's your name? What do you do?
Okay, I'm Basel Salahieh, founder and CEO of Vimmerse. We are a startup here in the Bay Area. YC backed. We have the product to make engaging videos from still photos, product descriptions, story ideas, make it more interesting for branding, marketing, e-commerce. So you can expand reach on social media or convert more customers online. So we show you some examples of what capabilities you can do on Vimmerse. So all of these, for instance, like are created from still photo or images. We have this like as an input, for instance, image. And then I would say, like, for instance, I want the lady to be in the shopping mall that's presenting like perfume for customers, and then it will do this video for me. So following my prompt exactly. I can, for instance, like, hey, so this is a storyboard, and then I want like to have a close-up on this billboard, for instance. You give me better like for advertising. I can do.
This is all 100% AI generated?
It's all AI. I have this lady, I want to try different outfits, for instance, like upper and lower items. And then so it will make this video from those. I can also have like this guy, for instance, just like headshot of him, and then I say like I want him to do performance in Times Square, New York. And then he would do that for you.
That headshot came as an outside image, or
yeah,
also AI
just
generated?
like you upload it as your own image, and
so
then
you become an avatar. Is it? Okay.
Exactly. So join like in any like interface. You can do like, for instance, like for anime. You can see the quality level. So even cartoons, cat fights, or you can even for this like so people saying jewelry. You can see like this kind of like jewelry on mannequins, and you can prompt it to have more interesting video. And you can see now the lady here happily enjoying the jewelry piece, right? So it will help in big way for marketing, for branding. There's a lot of like use cases for this. Yeah.
And how do you iterate? Like, what would you say? Like, change the color or change the pose?
So it depends on the inputs. We integrate with the top like AI providers. We have like Kling, Luma, Runway, Halo available on Vimmerse. This depends on your input. So some of them might work better than the others. So it would be experimental. So you generate like first time, and then
the customer can choose what model to use.
Exactly. We're very agnostic, and they can use any from our like top.
So what would I decide? Like, do I have to have experience with these models to know this is better?
We try to help you. We have a prompt guide with people to go out with, like, so you can have like a better results from less iterations. And also we have AI tools to improve your prompt as well. So you start from one thing, and we'll try, if you click on this like inspire me, it will give you a more detailed prompt. They give you better results. And you can also like upload the first image or last frame as well, so to control the motion. And we also have, beside this, we have...
I'm sorry, what did you say? First image and then the last frame?
Yeah, first and last frame, and then it will fill everything between those. And we have
so that's the storyboard. You give first and last, and you give the story, and then
so you get the transition between those. Like, this is like, it's still AI motion. But we have also the story, like as you mentioned. So it give you from one line, it give you a storyboard, it give you scenes, and you can define the description of each of these. And they make more consistent characters across all these story, as many scenes as you want. We also have something called AI batch that you can actually drop tens of images at once and animate all of them and create like more interesting visuals for this.
So I've heard this term consistency. Is that a key element in this whole kind of video generation? What does that mean exactly?
So as you are generating longer video formats, you want to make sure the characters stay consistent in the shape and look and clothing across all these different scenes. So that's...
And what happens usually, or they used to drift?
No, hallucinations may happen at some point, but right now, that was like months earlier. Right now, it's very advanced.
So fast. And getting back to the models, I saw recently some LinkedIn posts. They're saying, "Oh, you think like you ask the same question to all the models, they will have similar answers, but no." And then he identified like personality types to Claude. And have you noticed like what is the differences you see between the models related to in a video? What would make a better video given my preferences?
I think it's a playing field. There's no like winning model, I would say. So it depends on your input and how you prompt it. These models are trained on different data sets. That's why they will excel at certain points and maybe be behind on others. So that's why we have experimental process, and we give you access to all these models, so you can actually, if you feel you're stuck with certain ones, you can go back and try.
And so what are some of the pain points that a customer would have, like, that they would say, oh, I need to solve this problem. What is the problem? And then why would they turn to you to look to solve the problem?
We're helping, for instance, people like film productions or storytellers. We help them a lot with crafting their story in a much more efficient or productive manner. So they can do like ideations, planning, visualize all the characters in the stories.
So they go in different scenarios and
Exactly.
see which one tests better, for instance.
Exactly, and they can do this at very low cost and test it with their followers on social media, so very efficiently. You can make promo ads for low budget and still decent. And instead of you create like one high quality marketing video, you can create like hundreds of those videos for daily use on social media. So frequency would make it like more engaging content and get like traction.
And where have you seen the most traction? I mean, you mentioned filmmaking, but there's also advertising,
so like
influencing.
marketers and storytellers. I've seen people using it like for real estate, for restaurants, for even like e-commerce. It's very popular in marketplaces as well. And besides, we also have API. So with that, you can actually integrate the same capabilities for your own website and apps. We're all like for partnerships. So reach out if you need any
So
help.
can you make it where I interact? So instead of like a chatbot, I ask the questions, it's answering. That avatar would answer. I'm thinking of talking to a person.
So that's something we're working on it. So
That's still 2 weeks away, right?
it's in the development. I'll save it for later.
There's a funny story. I mean, the reason I asked that is because I was watching some podcasts, and the guy who had found Stability AI, Emad, of course he's doing something else now, and he was saying like, oh, we now have the technology to where on a Zoom call or some kind of collaboration or somebody online, they could be an AI bot and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
And so his recommendation was go out and meet people, meet humans, because all those people behind the screen are going to be disappeared, you know. And I said, oh no, that's what motivated me to get out from behind the screen and come to these things and go to meetups and talk to people and stuff.
well,
How close are we to that, do you think, in terms of like we would like the Turing test? We wouldn't know that the person who's joining me on a Zoom call every day is not. We're headed in that direction. There's a suspension of disbelief. You know, people are predisposed to kind of believe that, especially young people. Like their first love is an anime character, right? It's not necessarily a girlfriend, right?
Yeah, we try to discourage these kind of things, right? So it's still like it's a tool to unleash creativity, to ideate more. It's brainstorming.
Right.
So for those, it's awesome. But we try to make sure like you still like social, you still like interact with others. It's the end. We're selling to the real human, not the.
That's right. Any other features you want to show me?
So if you take a look here, so all of this animated frames is like from still photos, and you can see all this like the best quality with the motion with the.
So these all came from a single photo,
and then you can just animate to make it far more interesting.
Interesting. And does this take a lot of like CPU, GPU power to do it in terms of like it's very resource intensive?
So creating these videos is compute intensive. And definitely need very powerful GPUs. That's why, unfortunately, even if you don't need generations, we still need to cover for those compute. So, but it's moving in a big way. So you can see like the creations, you can do magic with those.
Interesting.
So we came a long way, and we can do a lot of use cases.
It's amazing.
Today.
Now, does it make a difference? You think like traditionally, if it's on a cloud or remote, there's latency issues, and you want a data center that's local, so you can run the CPU. Does that make a difference here, or once it's produced, it streams?
The latency is very minimal actually, so it does not really matter. It's fraction of a second, so you will not be even notice that. It's better that we still run on the cloud rather than on your local device because we don't want to drain your battery. So that's why it's in. But there are obviously there are some use cases or maybe enterprises that they want on-prem for those.
And how do I measure ROI or success? Like is it just the cost, or I've done this in a fractional cost, or what are the criteria of success?
Good question. So it depends on your key metric. Some people like key metric is about the traction. Some people about awareness of their products.
Engagement, all that type of stuff.
Engagement, or how many people. So someone posting on social media, for instance, it's all tuned natively for videos rather than the images. It will boost your traction by 3 to 10x with the videos. So if you're already spending a lot of time optimizing for your photo, it takes only a couple minutes to create a video and give you this multiplier effect. So that's kind of those become more and more handy, and it's for low budget. You can iterate and create all of these things. And if you see all this from the back, so you can see all these apps and capabilities available for you on Vimmerse. Whether you're doing it for images and videos and production, it's quite capable, and you can combine a lot of these capabilities in your own promo ad or story creation.
Okay. And so where we are now, where we are next week, next year, 5 years? Where do you see this technology going? I mean,
The things are moving so fast. Huh?
Yeah, it's quite capable. It's mind-blowing. I think
And,
now
and what's driving that speed? Is it technology improving, or is it learning?
It's breakthrough in the algorithms. At the same time, it's like a cleaner data point. It's multiple factors together.
Right.
And at the day, it's you need the combination between tech, but you need also the creativity mind behind them in order to unlock magic.
Interesting.
so what are you showing here?
This is like stories. So you start from one line here. So this is our AI story, for instance. We're asking right now to create a story for a couples in San Francisco, checking the streets and then going to the overview over the Golden Gate. Give you the storyboard here, and you can see the storyboard. It show you like characters. You can see, for instance, Liam and Emma. So you can see the description for each of these characters. You can see the settings.
And this is what determines the consistency. Like you have to give like enough detail to where it knows.
So because we break it into characters and settings and objects, and we have the description for each of these, so we can reuse the same description different scenes. And you can see here, it's like we have 5 scenes generated, and you can see there's these coded words that it will go and grab like the description from top and plug it here with the same like description, with the same tool, with the same generation. So it give you like a better chance or consistent. And you can we're very agnostic to what AI tool to create like images or videos. You can select like the aspect ratio here, click on generate to get the images first.
Or I can say you do it for me and it'll choose one or something, right?
And then it's already like generated the images for me here, so I can, for instance, even swap or replace any of those like generations if need. And you can see the it's same characters, it's being consistent in these different settings. And then you can just like select the AI tools from here. So you have like Luma, Runway, Kling, or these like AI tools. You can click to generate, and then it will give you now the video stage. So you're taking these images and then create like the moving video with that.
So this is the video stage. Before it was the ideation and creating of the image and then going the steps.
And then it's already done with the videos. And then you can see like it's here, it started with the story now. So you see the couples, they are in the markets, enjoying the time. And then later on they go to the overview.
Does it ever create ugly people? I mean, would you say you have to tell it, create somebody who's not perfect?
Yeah, you can always do that. Sometimes it's AI, you don't know what it's going to do.
Right.
But this is like also some examples of what you can generate today.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's quite capable, quite powerful. Yeah, so just enjoy.
And does it also integrate sound? Will it also create sound and audio?
We have a lip sync, we have sound effects. You can have that also for your own generations. I think we had to stop it like because of
Okay.
So just like enjoy, sign up on Vimmerse, and that's it.
Very nice. All right, that's beautiful. Well, thank you very much. Catch you next time. All right. Talk to you later.